Hello everyone, this is Unit 6 of Foundation Engineering, Soil Reinforcement and Earthquake Geotechnics, Part 2. So, in the previous part, we studied about what is geosynthesis, what are the types, what are functional requirements. In this part, we studied about the geosynthetics requirements. So, all geosynthetics have fulfilled certain minimum requirements related to endurance and degradations so that they do not undergo damage during the installation and also continue to perform satisfactorily for their design life. So, we know that most of the time if the quality of geosynthetics are low, in that case what will happen whenever we inserted that geosynthetics at actual construction site or field, they have the chances to damage, and in that case our goal or our target not fulfilled. And the second part is that the performance of geosynthetics should be satisfactorily at the end of their design life. So it is very important to study the requirement of these geosynthetics at different functions or different requirements. So very first is the separator. The geosynthesis used as a separator. In that case there are different requirement other than the filters and others. So if we have to use this geosynthesis as a separator, in that case the primary requirements are it should have very high tensile strength. So we know that whenever we use as separator, there is always the stresses are generated in two layers. In that case that material should take that much tensile strength. So the requirement is high tensile strength. Then the second requirement means in a separator allow flow of water but not mixing of soil. So we know that when we use separator, we use separator to separate the two layers of soil. Suppose there is one layer of a boulder, second layers of fine soil. In that case that geosynthesis should be good drainage conditions but not mix the soil in each other. Then high brush strength means the strength of that particles should be very high. Then high tear, impact and puncture resistance. Most of time due to the cornerstones or the angular stones get punctured the that geomembrane or the separator. In that case that should be or that should have good resistance to this tear, impact and puncture. So for this separator purpose mostly the woven geotextiles are used. Then second requirement, filtration. So in filtration, whenever you have to use material as a filter, then there are some requirement. Then what are those? The cross plane permeability higher than base soil. So permeability should be higher because we use is as a filter. So that material should good permeable properties. Then pore size small enough to enable retention of fines. So pore size should be small. What will happen if we use it as a filter? Then most of time that soil get mixed in one layer to another layer. To avoid this one, the pore size should be small. Then next requirement, that is the low clogging potential. So clogging means at the long run clogging potential should be very low. Means most of time what will happen, that pore of material get clogged. So because of that the filtration get stopped. So because of this one, that it should be low clogging potential. So for this purpose, filtration purpose, non-woven textile are used. Then third requirement or third type, that is a drainage. So if we use geosynthesis as a drainage, in that case the requirement are different. So what is the requirement? So requirement of filtration satisfied for the cross plane direction and high in plane permeability to handle in plane flow under anticipated normal stress. So what is that? If we take the cross plane or in the cross plane direction, then filtration requirement should be satisfied if we use geosynthesis as a drainage, and there should be high permeability. So if we have to use the geosynthesis as a drainage material, then the non-woven geotextile or geonet or geocomposite seed strains are used. The fourth requirement, that is a reinforcement, means geosynthesis used as a reinforcement. So obviously we know that whenever we use reinforcement in concrete, in that case we know that it should be take the high tensile load. So same phenomena is here. If we use the geosynthesis as a reinforcement, obviously it should have a high tensile strength and low elongation. We know that if we use geosynthesis as a reinforcement, suppose it get elong too high, in that case what will happen, the size and shape of that material get changed and our purpose not satisfied. So they should be low elongate and obviously it should be high, it should have high stiffness. Then third requirement, that is high shearing resistance along the soil reinforcements interface. So that material should have the resistance in shearing forces. So that is very important whenever we use this material as a reinforcement. So if we have to use the geosynthesis as a reinforcement, the geotextiles, low elongated or geogrids are used. Then fifth type, or the geosynthesis used as barriers. So we know that whenever we call barriers is always a separator. So barriers, if we use as a barriers, then it should have the high imperviousness, means very low permeability, and it should be always leak proof welding along the seams and no seepage when laid along sloping ground. So we know that whenever we use this geosynthesis or geomembrane in canal lining or in case of ponds, the main purpose is that we have to retain all the water, or we have to stop the leakages of the water, and we have to store that water, and in case of canal lining we have to stop the percolation. So to use the geosynthesis as barrier, the geomembrane is a very good material and it is used at that particular site. Then the applications of geosynthesis in civil engineering. So there are number of applications, but here we studied about few applications. The largest application is for the construction of earth structure with the steep or vertical sides in lieu of rigid retaining walls. So we know that most of time the geosynthesis used in construction of earth structures means whenever we have to construct the retaining wall at the side of roads, side of railways. Most of time there is a landslides happen. In that case, we use this material at that particular site. In construction of bridge abutment, highway embankment in hilly regions, that geosynthesis are used. Suppose we visit any flyover, the abutment wall or vertical wall is there. In that place, this geosynthesis are mainly used. Means here the geogrid, geonets are used to retain or to increase the stability of slopes. In construction of steep and vertical cuts in open excavation, suppose whenever we have to construct any road or railway line, most of time some high or elevated area have to cut. In that case, we use this geosynthesis as a anchor material or facing material. Then stability, it is used for stabilization of unstable slopes. So most of time we know that in previous part we also studied that figure where the Rankine stability slopes is there, and in that case if slope is unstable, then these geosynthesis are used. For construction of unpaved roads on soft soils or embankment on the soft soils, that geosynthesis are used. So this is the very good example of the geomembrane. This is the pond which is constructed for the farming purpose, and to store this water in the farm, this geomembrane is used. And if we look carefully here, this water is retained here and it is 100% stop the percolation of water. Then geosynthesis application in civil engineering, use of geonet as a slope stability. If we look here carefully, this is the pitching of the stone, and this pitching is covered with this geonet, and here the stream is continuously flowing. We know that whenever there is a flooding condition or high flood is there, in that case here the flow of water is over that pitching, and if we not provided this geonet, what will happen? These stones get eroded. So to stop this erosion, this geonet is used here. So these are the some applications of geonet or geosynthesis in construction site. So hence this is the end of part 2 of unit 6 foundation engineering. And if you have any barriers about this concept, please comments on this video. Thank you.